All right, I got the hood shut. Now I got the latch mechanism adjusted so that it's shutting and it's where it needs to be. Probably once these little pads wear down a little bit, it'll come down even a little closer than that, but that's actually, it's not bad at all. Looks good on the driver's side. We may have to adjust the cowl up just slightly, but I mean the alignment along there, the spacing looks good. It's sitting just a little bit high of this cowl piece right here. Just a little bit, but we can adjust that, bring it down or bring the cowl up. The other side, not so good, but it's an adjustment issue. Sitting pretty high here, but that's an adjustment on the hinge itself, so we can bring that down. Probably need to bring that cowl up just a little bit, although it's about where it needs to be here. It could come up maybe just a slight shade, but it's got to come down here. I'd say almost 1/4 of an inch, probably about 1/4 of an inch, but we'll worry about that later. It's coming together. So see if I can pop this hood. Yep, there it is. So right now, of course, I'm gonna have to touch that up. I'm just kind of cleaning up underneath here. What that is, I guess some kind of dust. Cleaning up underneath here. I'm gonna do some little bit of touch-up work with some Underhood black. Got the little panel that goes up underneath that column painted. It's just drying. I got my voltage regulator in, my wiper washer fluid holder, the relay, all that's in this harness here. Part of it goes to the alternator, and the other plugs into the firewall, I believe. I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time since I took it apart. Got the battery tray in, and got new foam in here on the hood supports. So when you're driving down the road and this hood is flexing, it's not pounding against these supports. Like I said, I just have a little bit of Underhood black to freshen this up. This hood sat for a long time, and I had to clean off some tape residue off of it. So I've got the exhaust to hook up. I've got some carburetor linkage to hook up. Just some odds and ends. I got the starter put in. I'll probably do those things tomorrow. Get the marker lights installed. I got to get the buckets for the headlights out of the old grill here. And yeah, I didn't want to reuse this grill. It's all rusted and everything. But there's little buckets that go behind the headlight here. I'm gonna have to get them out of there and clean them up and paint them. Either that or I'm gonna have to pay 20 bucks a piece for them. I guess I could do that, but if I can reuse them and refurbish them, I'm gonna do that and save the money. So I'm waiting for another part that I have to put back here to dry. You can't see it, but it's a little bumper that goes back here behind the hood, and it actually rides against this right here when you close the hood. It's kind of a guide slash protector of the hood shifting or whatnot. And got those cleaned up. I had to rivet on the rubber pads that go on there. And yeah, that's these guys right here. This is just an extra package of them that I had. Come with these rivets. Had to drill the old ones out, install the new ones. Got a bunch of little parts down here. Got these door stops. Got to put on. Nice ground strap. There's a starter. This goes over top of the radiator to hold it in place once I put it in. And yeah, I got to put in these. I've got to attach these radiator cowl seals. These things, it's gonna be a little bit of a pain because originally they were stapled in. There's the oven right there, but I don't have that kind of a industrial type stapler, so I'm gonna end up probably pulling those out, drilling a few holes in its place, and using some stainless steel machine screws to hold these things in. And then there's another little piece that goes along the top. You can see these staples here. This little piece here, same thing. I'm gonna have to use some machine screws to hold this thing in. So this is just a way of diverting, keeping the air going through the radiator, and also as I guess as a means of protecting you from getting burned. Radiator's gonna sit down in there. So a lot of little odds and ends, just making some progress here though. Really liking how it's looking, and glad I went with the OEM red. So, all right, catch you guys later.